pretty. She said the pretty only for CK. Only by my money, pretty. I don't be anybody. She want me to. She gives me love in the morning. She gives me love in the evening. She gives me love in the morning. She gives me love in the evening.
So hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it's me again. I literally was just feeling really creative today. I did not plan this look. I kind of just went with the flow of how I was feeling with this look. Let me know what you think of it, okay? So I will be creating this look in this video, as well as talking about a topic that is extremely dear to my heart, and that topic is growing up dark skin. It's something that has really been a topic that sometimes I avoid because it hits, you know, that emotional spot for me. But I did do this video because I felt like it was something that would be relatable for a lot of dark skinned girls that, you know, were young like me and kind of felt that they needed someone to relate to. And if you ever find yourself falling into that trap called depression, get help. Get help sooner than later, because this whole thing actually did push me to the, deep dark hole. And I wish I had that outlet to talk to somebody about it and not feel like it was such a stupid issue. So if you guys want to know my thoughts on this whole growing up dark skin, and as well as seeing how I achieved this look, then keep watching, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next one. If you are a first time subscriber, stopper by, then you are very, very welcome. And if this is not your first time, then welcome back to the family. You already know the drill, okay? Okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and check the description box, and it will have all the details you want in this world. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's get into the video, and I will see you in my next one. In my next one. And I will see you in my next one. In my next one. Hey, I'll see you guys in my next one. That should really be my theme song, shouldn't it? See you guys. Bye. Hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think about these kind of talking videos, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Guys, I have an idea of the look that I want to do in my head, but I haven't decided the palette, so I'm definitely going to be going back and forth between different palettes just to achieve the look I'm going for. It's going to be very orange. I'm going to be going back and forth between my Morphe palette, my Nubian Saharan palette, probably the Jaclyn Hill palette as well, just to build that gradient of oranges I am looking for. So I'm actually going to start with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to start with this mustard yellow from the second row, the first one on the second row.
She can keep it okay. She can demo faster. Yeah. Oh no 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 no. Yeah yeah. Oh no 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 no. Yeah. Nama till yeah. Show to all I say. Nama till
So guys, this chit chat video is basically going to be a video talking about growing up dark skin in a predominantly white area, or growing up dark skin period. Initially I actually wanted to do it just like as a straight up video and maybe have other people here, but I decided that no, it's best to do it on my own, because I really wanted to be able to talk deep about this stuff. So I'm going to start off with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to put a picture on the screen of the color I'm using. I'm using a mustard yellow as my transition color. So as much as sometimes people want to trivialize growing up dark skin and make it sound like it's not that much of a big deal, and it's something that people are just putting so much emphasis on, and we really should just stop making a big deal out of it, it really isn't. It really isn't a trivial issue. We aren't making a big deal out of anything. We are literally just airing how we feel and talking about our experiences, because trust and believe, people want to trivialize it, but it is a big deal. It really is a big deal. It's something that has affected a lot of women, a lot of black women. It's something that has, you know, affected our perceptions of ourselves, has, you know, really fueled major insecurities of ours. I'm gonna talk from personal experience. I'm still young, so I feel like because I'm quite young, I will be quite relatable to a lot of young girls because I'm only 20. It's weird saying that, but I am, you know, I'm 20 years old now. I'm no longer a teenager, I'm no longer a baby, but because I'm still somewhat, you know, I am still learning, I'm still finding myself, I'm still growing, so I feel like I'll be quite relatable to a lot of these young girls. And obviously a lot of young girls will watch my videos on how to do makeup, and I want to teach them, you know, on how to love, you know, the real you outside the makeup, and love the girl that, you know, without the ring liner, love you without all of the, you know, extraness, even though I am doing a makeup look right now. Now I'm gonna start switching between the Morphe 35O palette and the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place. I'm gonna first start with the Juvia's Place shade in Jamila. I feel because I'm quite young and I'm quite relatable to these young girls, it'll be perfect to actually talk about situations that really affect them, and, you know, so they can feel like, okay, they're not the only ones that have gone through the situation, and they can get advice and help, you know, if they want it. My email is always down below if people ever want to email me to, you know, ask for advice or talk about something. I honestly wish that, you know, there were videos out there telling me that, you know, I didn't have to worry and I was beautiful, and I wish that there were people out there I could really, you know, relate to. But growing up, there weren't very many women that I could relate to in the media and all of that, and that's why now I appreciate a lot of, you know, a lot of these YouTubers these days, because they're showing us that, you know, the color of your skin should not stop you from, you know, going for what you want to achieve. And I really love women like Jackie Aina. I love women like Natalie Owusu. She's Flossy Nubian here on YouTube. I love girls like Uwania Liu, Dima Ome, Sisi Yemi, all of those kind of women, because they're showing us that, you know, black, you know, women, we can really do it. And growing up dark skin was really, really hard because I grew up in a predominantly white town. So I struggled from a lot of insecurities due to the fact that I did have a lot of people, you know, being racist towards me and making racial comments towards me and making me, you know, feel like I wasn't really worth a person. You know, it's hard to talk about stuff like this sometimes, because sometimes I think that I'm over the situation, but there are other times that these emotions are still quite fresh to me. So it's sometimes really hard to talk about these situations, but I have to talk about it because, I mean, I will be helping someone out there and someone will be relating out there. And yeah, I'd be called all sorts of names like gorilla, you should be in a zoo, you should go back to your country, nobody wants you here, and all that kind of stuff. And I had to push through, and I felt like no one else in my friendship could relate because they were all white. So I'd always, you know, and this is where I started putting up my walls and really, you know, building this persona of myself as like a really hard person that, you know, didn't let anything get to her, because I would never ever show that I was upset in front of my friends. But when I got home, I'd literally like be crying in my room by myself. Growing up, you know, you get to that phase as a teenager where everyone's kind of, you know, looking at, you know, male validation, looking for male validation to, you know, reassure you that, you know, you are attractive. Now, I didn't have that male validation. Again, I was in a white town. All the boys were freaking white, and they were all going for the skinny blondes, brunettes, and I didn't fit into either category. I was not skinny because I'm slim thick. I'm slim, but I'm not skinny. I still have thighs and I have a bum. And I was not blonde, neither was I brunette, neither was I white, period. So they would basically make comments like, oh, she has a nice bum, but, you know, apparently she was lighter. And I remember this guy one time saying to me, oh, you're really pretty, but you know you'd be pretty if you were lighter. And I was like, wow. And stuff like that was what kind of started to leading me into the thoughts of bleaching my skin. Now, the honest truth is, I literally was that girl that could not wait to go to university, not for the university's like experience, yeah, obviously partly for the freedom and all of that, but mostly because I was like, I'd be outside, you know, my mum's supervision and protection, and I could actually start bleaching my skin. So throughout high school, I would work my butt off because, you know, I wanted to get the grades to get into university, just so I could be out of, you know, out of my mum's sight, so I could actually bleach my skin. Right now I'm going in with Sokoto from the Saharan palette. So many nights that, you know, I cry myself to sleep and stuff like that was the reason that I started to sink into depression. And even though, you know, I tell my mom that I was sad about stuff, she would just tell me, ignore what they're saying, blah blah blah. But it's hard, it's easier said than done, because you can tell a child to ignore what they're saying, what people are saying, but they're still gonna have to hear it regardless. And because they're still fragile, they're still growing, especially as a girl, where you have, you know, your body's changing, you're dealing with all these hormonal changes. It's harder to just ignore stuff like that. And obviously when I started to get into makeup, then I started to realize that, wow, it's not only high school that, you know, aren't really here for my skin tone, but makeup brands as well are not here for girls as dark as me. Bearing in mind, I'm not even the darkest on the spectrum. I'm not even the darkest on the spectrum. Girls like Lupita Nyong'o are way darker than me. Way darker than me. And even girls like Flossie Nubian as well on YouTube, she's darker than me. And I was thinking, if I'm feeling this way, and I'm, you know, I feel like I'm just like the beginning of the dark skin spectrum, girls that are way darker than me, they don't even have an option at all for me. So I started to feel like maybe makeup's not for me, because I mean, if they're not creating colors for me, then maybe I'm just not supposed to be wearing makeup. But thank God to companies like MAC that really were here for girls like me. And for the longest time, that was the only brand that I was actually buying like foundation from. I'd buy eyeshadows from other companies, but skincare, foundation and concealer was all the way back. And I even remember around the times that I first started wearing makeup, and you know, there would be controversies and topics like, oh, black women shouldn't be wearing red lipstick, we shouldn't be wearing bright eyeshadows, we should stick to like, you know, nudes and neutrals, because like our skin tone is not suited for that. Darling, our skin tone is suited for color. Melanin and color, bang. Basically, I'm gonna just cut the crease like I always do. So, for the lid color, I'm using my Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette, and if you have followed my channel for long enough, you will know that this palette at one time was my jam. Okay, it was my holy grail. That's why it's looking all tattered and battered. And I'm using the shade Freshly Toasted.
she's a murderer. She said to me, baby, you're my comforter. You ought to be, baby, you're my number one. Anything you do, I go understand. I know go love you too soon. All other girls, them you move. I know go love you too soon. Love me forever. Me and you together. Nobody go put us under, baby.
Try and see if I can put substitute for love on top of this and brighten it up. Yep, I can. Oop. That's perfect. I'm putting substitute for love on top of that. It took me a while, but I do love my melanin, and I do think that I'm shapopping, okay? And I am proud of the skin that I'm in, and I'm proud to be black. And I feel like I wouldn't have it any other way. Because back then, I didn't like being dark skin. I wanted to bleach my skin. I didn't like having a wide nose. I wanted to have a nose job. There were so many things that I actually wanted to change about my blackness. But now, I feel like God created me in this skin for a purpose, looking this way for a purpose, and I am going to achieve that purpose by His grace, by His mercy. I'm still a work in progress, but I do want to tell every black girl out there, every dark skin girl out there, that you are beautiful, you are wonderfully and faithfully and gloriously made. You are, you know, lined with gold. You are glistening. You are dripping with gold and intelligence and grace. So don't ever see yourself as less than amazing because you are darker than a brown paper bag.
Girl, you're one in a million. The way you speak to me, oh baby, got me going crazy. Adara. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one, that's all I'm saying. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one, got me feeling this way. And even if I try to, I can never lie to, cheat or despise you. The love that I have for you, you're underrated, girl, cause a man wanna wife you. But you're lost in the sauce and it hurts. Put a couple G's in her purse so she could go party with her friends. Mad thing, I forget about man in the end, still trapping off, yeah. Flip a kilo to a milo, that's a million every day. I got what you need, the Dara, you know this. Why you losing focus, it's safe though. Adara, girl, you're one in a million, no. Adara, girl, you're one in a million. The way you speak to me, oh baby, got me going crazy. Adara, Adara, Adara. Told me that you party with girls. I told her that I party with friends. Do you wanna talk to the girl? She told me that you gotta have a rollie. Told told me that you gotta have a Benz if you wanna talk to the girl.
I'm gonna mascara my lashes, but this is a product that was sent to me because I'm part of what you call the influencer program. So they send products every now and again for people to review. And I was sent this Marc Jacobs Beauty mascara. So it's not a straight one. The one is tilted and bent and has very tiny fibers. On this side the fibers are shorter than on this side, so I'm guessing this side will be perfect for like bottom lashes and this for top lashes. So I'm just gonna mascara my lashes and see what this does. Okay, wow, I like this mascara, guys. And I'm not just saying this because it was sent to me, because usually I'll tell you guys if I don't care for it, because usually I don't really care what mascara I use, as I'm gonna post these anyway. But this mascara is giving me volume, it's giving me length, and one thing I noticed is it's giving me separation. So my lashes are not like clumping together, which for me is freaking awesome.
For you, you're underrated, girl, cause a man wanna wife you. But you're lost in the sauce and the hurt. Put a couple G's in her purse so she could go party with her friends. Mad thing, I forget about man in the end, still trapping off, yeah. Flip a kilo to a milo, that's a million every day. I got what you need, the Dara, you know this. Why you losing focus, it's safe though. Dara, girl, you're one in a million. Dara, girl, you're one in a million. The way you speak to me, oh baby, got me going crazy. Dara, Dara.